Now we will be following all those rules we did, that is Aufbau, Pauli's and Hund's rule, and we will be just applying here, and we will be writing the electronic configuration. So first of all you should know that what actually is the electronic configuration. It is the, as we know that we have an orbit has a subshell and subshell has an orbital, and in an orbital we have an electron, right. So this is what we have. Now we are going to fill the orbitals in the arrange the electrons in the orbitals, that how they are actually arranged according to the increasing energies by using those three rules. So here I have 1 to 20 atomic numbers, because I will be telling you these 120 and the 1 to 20, and then you will be applying a similar method for the another ones also. So here my my element is hydrogen, right. So what is the configuration for hydrogen? So as we know that we will be start filling with 1s, 2s, 2p, we did an order, right. So it is 1s1, right, and for helium it will be 1s2. Why it is 1s2? Because we know that s can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. So it has 1, so we have just filled 1, and now it is 2, so it has 1 orbital, it can accommodate 2 electrons. Lithium is 3, so we have 1s2, we cannot fill more electron in 1s because it is already filled, because an orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. So we need to fill another orbital, it is 1s2, 2s1. Likewise we have 1s2, 2s2, put the commas, okay. Then we have 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, right. I will write the atomic numbers also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have just filled the 5 electrons, 6. So it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, because p has an ability to fill have the 6 electrons. So here we have just filled 2 electrons. Now I will write the atomic number 1 first, 7, 8, fluorine 9, neon 10, 11 sodium, 12 is my magnesium, 13 is my aluminium, right. So now I have to fill 7 electrons. So I will write here 1s2. So my purpose is not solved, I have still left with 5 electrons. So I will put 2s, and how many I can put in that? Obviously 2, right. I have just left with 3 more. So that means 2p3, right. So likewise I can fill up to 6 electrons in 2p. So this will be 2p4, this will be 2s2, 2p5, comes out to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, again 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 10, I need 11, so obviously I have to fill the 3s1, right, and this will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, aluminium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Let's count here, 10, 11, 12, 13. It comes out to be equal to atomic number of aluminium 13. Silicon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, 3s2, 10, 11, 12. We need to fill 14 electrons, right? 12, 13, 14. I will write the atomic number here so that you can also practice in your copies. Keep in mind, see you need to learn the atomic numbers also. So at least learn the atomic numbers till 30 and try to have an idea for the other one also. Now we will fill this 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. For sulfur we have 3s2, 3p4, because p can have maximum of 6. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5, 10, 11, 12 and 5, 17. Argon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 10, 11, 12 and 18. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, because I cannot fill more electron in 3p now. So I have to start with 4s now. So it comes out to be 19. Now for calcium, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2. So means 10, 11, 12, 18 and 20. So this is how you need to write the electronic configuration for different elements by using those rules as I told you. So this is actually a ground state electronic configuration that an atom has. That means the electron the initially like in which orbit or orbital it is present. So this is actually showing that. Right. So now we encounter an important question in a paper, that why copper and chromium has an anomalous configuration. So first let's write the configuration for copper and chromium. copper is 29 and chromium is 24. So that means it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20. So that means 9, right. So and for chromium it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, sorry 4s2, 3d, 5. So if somebody is going to ask you, like as I told you the rules and all, so if somebody is going to ask you to write the configuration of copper and chromium, so obviously you are going to write in this way. But you know that this is actually incorrect. This is actually incorrect. The correct way of writing the configuration is that it remains same till here, but after that it is 4s1, 3d10. Similarly, it is same till here, we have 4s1, 3d6. Now, what is the reason that we write this kind of configuration? We are promoting the electron of 4s into 3d, right? So, what is the reason behind that? So, the first reason is half filled and fully filled orbitals are more stable. And obviously we are looking for the stability of an atom, right? So that means like how they are fully stable, like here if we talk about 3d9, so that means D, that means having a 5 orbitals. So how many electron it possesses? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Oops, it's not completely filled. But let us fill for this thing 3d10, the other one, as I told you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ouch, it comes out to be a completely filled. So that means we are looking for completely or in half filled orbitals because they are more stable, because they are in them actually the repulsion is minimum, and we are looking for that stability, that is minimum repulsion corresponds to the more stability. So that is why we write the configuration in this manner, not in that manner. The second reason is that more is the exchange energy, more is the stability. More is the exchange energy, more is the stability. So let's see like how we can look for the exchange energy. So let us make an 3d4 first, and let us make us 3d, sorry, what I wrote here, we wrote this thing 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, and it comes out to be 4, and when we just correct it, it comes out to be 5. Then now it becomes half filled. So let us write for 3d5 first, and let us write for 3d4. Because expected one was 3d4, but actually it is 3d5. So let's see that how the exchange energies become high. So when I am writing 3d4, so it comes out to be 1, 2, 3 and 4, right. But when I am writing for 5, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see that like an electron in a given orbital can exchange the energy with the, exchange its place with which electron. So that means it has a probability that it can exchange with this or with this. Means total of 3 energy exchanges it can have, and likewise it can have 1 and 2, and it can have only 1. So the total energy exchange comes out to be 6. But in this case, when we see, the energy exchange can be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And for this one, for the second one, 1, 2 and 3. For the third one, 1 and 2. And for the last this one, 1. So total energy exchange comes out to be 10. So that means in this, in which of the, like in the 3d4 or in 3d5, in which subshell do you get to see, or in which orbital do you get to see that more probability of exchanging the places? Obviously in the 3d5. And so obviously the more is the exchange of the place, more is the energy released, and more is the more is the stability. So that means our correct method of writing the electronic configuration for copper and chromium is this one, not this one. Right. The reason behind is half-filled and fully filled orbitals are more stable. So if you get a question like this, so you need to explain it by drawing a figures as I just drawn for you. And like if you will not draw this figure, you won't get full marks. So you need to draw that which is the correct one and which is the incorrect one. It is not compulsory that you have to draw for both of them. Just take one as an example and just write it. And if you get a question like if you get an atom in a question that you need to write for that particular atom, use that and write. And the reason will remain same, that is the half-filled and fully filled orbitals are more stable. You need to show it, right? And the second is that more is the exchange in the place of the electron, and more is the exchange energy, and more is the stability. So this is how you are going to write the electronic configuration for different elements. Just like learn the atomic numbers first and try to write the electronic configuration for any atom. And one more thing, in books you will get to see that sometimes the configuration, like if I say for sodium, it is written in this order. Right, so this is also correct. What we have done, we are just counting the electrons and using the noble gases, like if there is 2 electrons, so you can write helium, because we know that atomic number is 2, and there you will start after, because it is filled, 1s is filled, you start with 2s1. So you will write 2s1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And if like you get the electrons, like atomic number becomes higher, you can accordingly use the argon 18 and start with the 3s. And likewise if you get that neon, argon, xenon, krypton, likewise using the atomic number, you can write the configuration, just club them up and start writing the from the subshell, which is the after that. Right. So this is how you are going to write the electronic configuration. So whether you write in this way or that way, both are correct. So try to make a habit, or first try these kind of writing in method of writing the electronic configuration, then club them and start to write. It is not compulsory that you need to club them and write that it is a correct method. No, it is an advanced method, but still both are correct. So in whichever method you feel comfortable, try to do that. We are just looking for the electronic configuration, not for the difference time.